Howdy, y'all. My name's Scott. I'm the author of The Well, and today's the day. I officially published my second book. There will be a QR code somewhere. There'll be a link in the description, so check it out. And I just kind of wanted to talk about why you should buy this book and the different reasonings for why you want to. So, again, this is my second book. It is part of the Rivetstone saga, but you don't need to read the first one to read the second. This one's a lot more of a, there's a sort of Hobbit, Lord of the Rings relationship going on here with the series. And I just kind of want to give a handful of reasons on why you should like this book, or if you feel like this book would be, if you would enjoy it. So, obviously, just to give some backstory, it is a sci-fi fantasy book. So if that's the type of genre you're interested in, then yeah, I would recommend giving it a read. One say again is that if you liked Rivetstone, the first book I wrote, well, this one is just objectively better. So if you liked my first book, well, and there's no reason for you to not just buy the second one. Another reason is that if you like books with a large cast of characters, I think technically, oh man, I don't even know. I'm just going to say there's like maybe 15 important characters in this book. It's fairly substantial in terms of the different interactions that take place. So if that's what you like in a book, is to see, one person talk to another, and then now when they're in a room, but how does this person interact with that? Well, this is a book for you. But what I will also say is that this book, if you like fast-paced books, then this is also a good one. One of my, I won't say critiques, but my writing style is fairly quickly paced. So even though it's dense, there's a lot of characters, it's sci-fi, it's fantasy, things get going, and they get going pretty quickly. So if you enjoy the type of read where you sat down and you realize you just read 150 pages and it felt like a blink of an eye, this one's for you, rather than something that's more slower and methodical and more of a high fantasy book. And I sort of teased this already, but if you like dialogue and character-driven stories, then this one is also for you. This one, I wanted to challenge myself with writing good dialogue and writing good characters and character interactions. So naturally, a lot of the book is dialogue. So if you enjoy characters talking to other characters, this book may be for you. Also, if you enjoy a vibe, and what do I mean by that? This book is not X person needs to accomplish Y and Z is stopping them, so they go and defeat C and now they have Y. This is closer to a vibe, and unfortunately, without spoiling the entire book and kind of the entire saga, you sort of just have to read it to understand where it's more about the characters in the world rather than a particular goal. But again, if that's something that resonates with you or piques your interest, give it a look. Also, if you just want to support, I frankly don't expect anyone to buy this book. And for those who buy it, I also don't expect them to read it. Some people just say, hey, this Scott guy's all right. Here's some amount of dollars. By the way, I don't know how much this is as at the time of recording. Spoiler alert, this is in the past. This would be in the past because it's past now. But yeah, so for me, I'm talking to the future, but for you, this is Scott from the past. I don't know how much it is, but I'm literally setting the price as cheap as Amazon will let me. This gets into the weeds, but they like to take a cut, and to make sure that they get a proper amount of cut for the fact that they're distributing and printing all these out. It needs to be, they literally set a minimum price. Like, we're not going to allow you to click the button to confirm to put this book on Amazon unless you set it at a minimum price. I'm setting it to that price. It's going to be in a paperback copy. This is a proof print. That's not, again, it says this is as proof as you can get. But it's going to be like around this size. This edit is actually a bit larger than the current version. But it'll be about this length, and it'll be, it's not a hardcover book, it's softcover. And in the future, there'll potentially be a Kindle version, but I don't anticipate that happening for a while because it's surprisingly a bit of a pain to format it into Kindle. So yeah, if you just want to support, you know, more power to you in order to, you know, if you just want to rate 5 stars just to do that, or if you just wanted to buy it just to say, hey, I bought your book, Scott. Honestly, I appreciate it. I really do. So I don't really know what else to say other than scan the QR code, check out the link in the description. This is something I've worked on for over 2 years, and creative expression I find to be as important in work and in your personal life. It's almost an axiom as for me as a person that creativity and creation in general is important. Not to get philosophical on y'all, but it's something that I hold quite dear. So not to say that this is the best book in the world. I'm sure there's a lot of other artists out there that perhaps you will be like, oh, this is, you know, this is just a book that some guy wrote. But I achieved my goals. I am proud of this book for what it is. I believe it to be an accurate descriptor of my current skills as a writer. And again, if you want to support, if you want to read, I am very, I really can't understate how much it means every single purchase, regardless if you read it, regardless, even if all you did was rate it and you didn't. Every interaction, I truly do appreciate. It's, you know, these sorts of things that you work on and you just put your entire life into, made manifest into a couple of pieces of paper. It's difficult to explain with words. So hopefully maybe reading through the book will explain that better. So that's all I have to say. Scan the QR code. I sure hope I put a QR code in this. You know, look down in the description. I'll probably be posting this elsewhere as well. There'll be links all over the place. And if this is your first time being on this channel, I probably have I got over 60 videos of me rambling about writing. So if you also want to support this little side project I have on top of the other side projects, I just can't help but spending my time on, go ahead and subscribe, give it a like, give it a watch, see if anyone's make you laugh or provide any useful information. And other than that, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Give a like, get a sub. Thanks for watching.